This evening. This evening. Well, glad you guys are joining us today. It's been an exciting day. I heard you had some tea.
I got a little tea, a little tea in these streets, a little something worth talking about. So, first thing I want to get into is I'm trying to understand how does it work with these songwriters not getting credit for their work? Because I
Hmm.
see a lot of times like these songwriters try to go and sue the artist or
Right.
the record label and stuff like that for not getting credit, but I don't
But
really
I thought they
understand
put it
it.
like in the credits in the how they have like written by, produced by. I thought all that was like on the albums.
Right, that's how it worked. And the reason why I asked that question is because a songwriter wins $44 million after a 7 year battle. Um, so he was a writer on Usher's Confession
Oh,
CD, and he
$1 million.
did not receive credit mainly for the song called Bad Girl. And so he won $44 million.
He really won this money.
He really won this money after seven
Whoa.
years of fighting back and forth with them. But the thing that is confusing me is that even though it was on Usher's album, Usher is not mentioned in the suit. So Usher is not
Oh.
responsible for giving him the $44 million. So who has to
Whoa.
pay that money? Because they don't
Probably the
mention it.
record label.
Probably the record
Yeah,
label.
because I don't know if the artists have anything to do with what goes on as far as production, who's producing, who write, who co-writes, whatever, whatever. But I thought that they got a chance to see like a template.
That's what I
So,
thought. You
whoa,
know, Beyonce be stealing a lot too.
she do good.
I mean,
But
I love Beyonce, but she be stealing. She be stealing people dancing. She
she
be
do,
stealing
girl.
people's songs. And you know the thing about Beyonce, but see, Beyonce smart because she will take your song and flip it around, and you
Yeah,
will know that she
baby.
stole your
You will
song, but
know
you
you
can't
can't
do
do
nothing about
nothing
it.
about it, honey. But I mean, who else to be better to be stolen by than Queen Bey, honey? That means a lot, I
It
guess.
don't mean a lot to me if I ain't getting paid. Shit, you just stealing. That's just like Walmart.
You
You,
just a fake.
yeah, you just a thief. So I was just wondering how does that work when the writer doesn't get paid. But anyway, Usher don't have to pay $44 million, and I know he had because Usher has had a tough year with the hurts, and then the big girl coming out saying that all hail to the big girls, but the real big girl came out saying he took her after the show. So I was like, Lord,
I
Usher.
mean, but just because she was a big girl, does that really mean that he didn't take her? I mean,
You
hey,
know,
no, let me tell you what my sister said. Shout out to the plus size women because my sister's a plus size. And she told my honey, why these girls be running around here worried about no stomach? Baby, ain't don't no man want no stomach.
baby, I'm a
I,
plus size.
I
I'm
say,
a
but
thick
girl,
one.
what they want, honey, if they don't want stomach, she say, you'll see. Okay? So that don't mean that he didn't try to do it. Now I'm gonna tell you, all right. The only reason why I don't believe her, not because she was a big girl, but because I know Usher got a thing for older women.
Yeah.
So
I
since him and Chili kind of broke up, it looked like he was kind of going for the older one. I don't know, girl. That made my crown flip out. I don't know if it happened or not, but Usher around here giving the gift that keeps on giving and giving.
Everybody giving the damn gift they keep on giving, and sooner or later we all gonna have to be in the damn bubble to keep from
I ain't gonna
getting.
have to be in nothing. Nobody better not. I don't want no gifts. I didn't come in with no gifts, and I damn sure ain't leaving with none.
And if your mama named you Bruce, I'm gonna call you Bruce. But anyway, let me just say this. It's not that I don't believe that Usher tried to talk to her because she's a big girl, because baby, there are some nice thickums out here in this world. But
Yes.
Usher ain't trying to talk to that damn lady. And,
And you
and
know what? And then she okay, like Tokyo. Tokyo is a big girl, but Tokyo is super
she
cute.
got a big
She
booty.
got a big booty.
She got a pretty face.
She got a pretty
She
face.
bad with it.
She bad with it. So, you know what I'm saying? There's some big ones out there that got, you know what I'm saying, that can doom.
Back it up
Yeah.
and put some weight on it.
Yeah, girl, back it up, put some weight on
But
it
that
in my
lady
Lord
was
voice.
not up to Usher standards.
She
I'm
was.
sorry.
She
Anyway,
was.
so moving along. So I wanted to ask you, Kanye West gives $73,000 to Chicago's mayoral candidate Amara. I can't pronounce her last name.
I'm so over here.
But in the past, Kanye West was, being that he is from Chicago, he has been an advocate for Chicago, gun violence, and all of that stuff. Present day, he hasn't really been doing much. I've seen Chance the Rapper take more of an initiative to try to make changes in Chicago. But a lot of people are saying, oh, here go Kanye West. He's back. He's trying to do stuff good for the community. He's trying to help, Chicago. Now, this lady is black, so she is African American. She's running for mayor. Do you think that it's genuine, or do you think that he donated that money to her campaign to try to help get black folks off his back?
I think so, because he can't have a do-over. With him and Stump Trump, he can't have a do-over. So he's now trying to do something to get people off his ass. I mean, nobody wants to. Kanye has lost his damn mind. But have y'all noticed that every single man that one of the Kardashian women, they lose their damn mind? I mean, look at Chris and look at what his name now? It's Abigail. What's
That's why I said if your mama named Bruce. Bruce.
Yeah, look at Chris and Bruce. Now Bruce is Caitlyn. Look at Kim. Reggie Bush damn near lost his mind. What the big? Yes, he did. Yes, he did. What about the tall basketball guy?
Lamar Odom.
No, I ain't talking about. I ain't on the other sister. You remember Kim was dating the white basketball player?
He was an opportunist, and nothing happened to him.
Girl, yes it did.
Nothing happened
yes,
to him.
His ass went crazy. Lamar went crazy. All these men that mess with them Kardashians go crazy.
Nothing happened to him. His name was Chris something. He
the Badger. That's right. Yeah.
Who the hell is the Badger?
It's a basketball player.
That bright skin guy with the curly hair. Yeah, nothing happened to him. He didn't go crazy, and then he just couldn't play basketball.
Her. He was good before
he sucked before. He sucked after.
You don't know sports, girl.
Ain't
nobody checking for you, Otis.
I know that guy. He was opportunist. He was more upset that the marriage didn't work out than Kim ass, because he wasn't gonna be getting that more than Kardashian checks.
This wasn't gonna get no Kardashian checks anyway, honey. Because I believe Chris tight on that money.
Do you know how much he got paid just to do the wedding on E?
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Well, I mean that's entertainment money. That's not Kardashian money though.
But what I'm saying is that people would mess with him for being a Kardashian. I mean, being in the. Yeah,
whatever.
Nothing happened to
Tiger. Oh, Black China and the other girl, baby. Girl, I can't keep up with it. Tiger career wasn't shit anyway, though. So that ain't nothing.
Oh, baby, you don't know Tiger. If
so
you think Tiger,
and I don't want to know Tiger. Tony the Tiger, Tiger the Tiger, Tigger the Tiger.
No, you can't take people credit away.
My water. God, what hit he got?
He just got hit on the radio. Before that, him and Chris Brown did a whole CD together, and they did a tour together. Tiger may be underrated.
I heard it.
Yes, you did.
I did not hear it.
I don't know why you being so negative with my tea tonight, but you just shitting everything down. Anyway, I'm just saying, Kanye, you are still canceled. We don't care how many dollars that you give to this woman campaign, and hell, if she taking money from your ass, then she must be a little shady too. But don't be trying to buy our affection. You're canceled. You on Donald Trump side, and it ain't no peace. Okay?
Ain't no peace in the doghouse.
Ain't no peace in the doghouse. So another thing, how would you feel if your stomach was bubbling and boiling, and the moment you go sit down to take a poop, the toilet blows up on your ass?
Oh my!
Well, there has been a massive recall for over 1 million toilet flushing systems. They didn't give a name for the brand specifically, but there has been over 1 million people that have claimed bodily injury and personal property damage because their toilet flushing system has blowed up on them.
Oh my God. So you mean explode?
Explode, yeah.
I mean blowed up, explode. I'm talking about, you're saying when they flush it, it just, oh my God.
The whole thing just blows up.
Oh my God. That's when you get yourself into some shit.
Oh, that's when you need to check the bottom of your shoe, because you might have stepped into some stuff.
Oh my goodness.
But how would you feel if you ate some bad nachos and the moment you go to sit on the damn toilet, it blows up?
Tasha, oh my God, I'd be devastated.
Ain't that sad?
Yeah, it would be. And then like, how you gonna call EMS? Cause your toilet everywhere. You smelling like shit. You probably hurt.
And pieces of your ass is hanging off the toilet seat.
Oh my Jesus.
So a big prayer to everybody who ass could have potentially blowed up because of their toilet system. I really feel bad for y'all, and I hope that they get this fixed right away. So the last thing I got for you guys on T&E Streets, I got a question. How do you address a friend that has been being shady or making shady comments about you behind your back? Now, I don't mean that you think, because a lot of you biffers are guilty by association or are guilty of assuming that somebody is talking about you and they not talking about you, but your guilty conscience and the fact that you're not the best individual or friend that you can be may cause you to go off thinking that somebody is talking about you. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about where you hard down for sure know that this person is being shady about you and talking about you behind your back. A good friend, how would you address that?
If she my good friend, no.
Hello, Barbara.
That's how you address that bitch.
Hello, Barbara. Shirley. And you know how I feel. It ain't nothing that cut that bitch off. Hey, it ain't nothing that cut that bitch off.
I've cut so many people off for that same reason. It's like, you know, and I don't coin myself a celebrity, but some people, like, you know, they notice me now because of a lot of things that I'm doing. And it's like, I done heard people say I can't cook, I can't bake.
They're supposed to be your friend?
That's supposed to be my friend. Mm-hmm. That my house ain't my house, my pool ain't my pool. I'm like, well, damn, whoever house I'm renting this big ass pool out of, you know, it's like,
I even heard that.
Yeah, they say my house ain't my house, my pool ain't my pool, my husband halfway my husband. These are from people that I know, love, and trusted. You know what I'm saying? And then when you confront them with it, it's, I ain't saying nothing, but let me tell you what somebody else said. I don't even talk to them people, bitch, so stop lying. Mm-hmm. You know, so I mean, I hit them head on. Because these days, I don't care if I don't have one friend left that's a fake ass friend. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I don't have energy for that.
I'm the type of person, I am definitely a, what do you call a person that, I'm not confrontational.
Passive aggressive?
No, that's what I am.
But I mean non-confrontational. Confrontational, isn't that passive aggressive?
I think passive aggressive is like...
You let things go and then you... That ain't passive aggressive?
No, I think passive aggressive is different.
Post in the comments what is passive aggressive.
Yeah, I know.
Because I'm not sure what passive aggressive is, but I thought it was when you kind of let things go, but then you kind of rile things up. So I could be wrong, but post in the comments what is passive aggressive.
No, passive aggressive, I think it's like... I don't know. I know what it means, but I can't explain it right now. But I do know that.
Okay, so tell me what you mean about how you feel.
So when I say I'm confrontational, I'm not the type of person that likes to be like in tour with folks or like run up on you like what you said. But if it's something that I really feel strongly about, then I'm gonna check your ass about it. Like if you're just trying to go to, like, let's just say you talking about my kids. Or something like that. Little stuff, if I find out somebody I'm supposed to running their mouth about little stuff, I'm just going to stop talking to you because I'm loyal. Like, I don't tell people secrets. Right, I don't gossip about people's business. If you really confide in me, then, you know, it's going to the dirt with me. Right. But if you go in on me about something that's personal, my family, my man, my children, you know, stuff like that, or creating rumors, then... So, passive aggression of or denoting a type of behavior or personality characterized by indirect resistance. Production man, that ain't help us. Give us a damn simple. Go put the pause on your ass. We don't know what that means. Can you make it plain?
Go to the Urban Dictionary and see what black folks say.
Shit. Y'all tell us what passive aggression means, because The production man trying to get the pause put on him.
He done got us all this. We done forgot what the hell was going on.
But if I find out one of my close friends have been shaming me behind my back, I'm definitely gonna call them or approach them. I'm gonna cuss their ass out, and then I'm never gonna be friends with you again. If it's something that deep, I'm too old to be fighting. Last fight I had, y'all, I woke up the next day, my back was hurt, my side was hurt. Girl had poked me in the eye, so my eyelids felt like they were hanging over. I'm too old to be fighting. Even though I'm only 27, my body can't take it. But if you go there with me, I'm going to fight your ass. Right. So that's how I would deal with it. I'm just going to cut you off. I'm just going to stop talking to you.
Most of us are good at spotting overly, okay, so passive-aggressive people. Most of us are good at spotting overly aggressive people. Tell him
don't you give us no more damn.
No, you stick to production. You don't you stick to production. But
don't you give us no more damn definitions.
With me, you know, I mean, it hurt me so bad. Like when I found out, you know, a couple of people was like putting salt on my name. It's like these are people I embrace. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? People I help. And then here you go with the BS, but it's all good though. And I'm gonna tell y'all something about me. I'm not a loyal enough friend to get you back in the friend zone once you mess over me. Mm-hmm. Like I'm over it.
I've had one friend that I had to get back in the friend zone with after I unintentionally hurt her.
What you mean unintentionally hurt her?
Okay. So, and this was a long time ago, but this was one of my best friends, and we still friends to this day. But for a long time, I lost that friendship. She did not talk to me. Like, she literally cut me off over me being unintentionally messy, and I wasn't trying to.
How are you unintentionally messy?
I'm gonna break it all the way down. So I had two friends. Both of them were really good friends of mine. And they still are good friends of mine to this day. But they were both talking to this one girl. One of them was like the new boo, and then the other one was like the old boo.
Oh, that's some shit. Okay? That's some TT.
And so I was both of their friends, but I met them both at different times. So it wasn't like we was all friends together. It was just I was like the friend in the middle, and they were beefing over this girl. I didn't want my friends beefing over this girl. Mm-hmm. So this is back when screenshots and all of that stuff text forwarding and all that stuff had just came out. Mm-hmm. So one of my friends said, I'm not going to be beefing with such and such over this girl anyway because I got more hoes. You know, I got other people that I'm dealing with. Mm-hmm. So I forwarded that text. Oh, I'm sorry for saying more hoes.
It was funny to me.
Hey, that's
you got more hoes, okay?
So I forwarded that text to my other friend, and I was like, see, look, she not even worried about you. She got more hoes.
How was that unintentionally being messy? You shouldn't have told nobody about no hoes.
I wasn't thinking about the more hoes part. I was thinking about I wanted her to see from the horse's mouth that she said that I'm not worried about you because of this person because I've got other people that I'm interested in.
Right.
My other friend took that text to the girl that they both was beefing about and showed her that she said, I'm not worried about you because I talked to all of these other people.
Right.
My other friend stopped talking to me.
So
I got it.
Yeah, I know you, so I know you wasn't intentionally being, hurtful or something like that. But let me ask this question. So if I'm bringing you the tea on what somebody doing to you, why do you run back and tell the person? You supposed to stack your evidence up Y'all some dumb asses. Stop running back and giving the little information.
Right.
Wait till you get all the information and then you bum rush their ass with it and then you flip your damn hair, straighten up your crown, get your shit and leave. Stop running to people with the little bit of information. That was little information.
It was.
Those were words.
I felt like my friend on the right kind of betrayed me a little bit, because here I am trying to make peace between y'all. Right. I only wanted her to digest the part that there is no beef between us directly from this person.
Right.
The other part, I thought nothing of it. Right. I really didn't. And so me and this friend over here, like, she literally didn't talk to me for almost like 10 years. Damn. She felt like I betrayed her because the girl stopped talking to her because of what she said. Y'all was both beefing over one person anyway, so right. It was stupid.
I'm trying to help you out.
But I lost a good friend for a long time behind it. We was young and it was stupid, but it was me being messy unintentionally that cost me my friendship.
Okay, but I mean, you didn't mean it. It'd be different if you was, like me when somebody say something, be like, girl, son. I'm not like that. I really don't care enough to get in the middle of people's shit. Cause it's like at the end of the day, I be so drained. Now my daughters, I be real messy with them, honey. I be petty, girl. I be screenshot. Girl, you seen what she said? I be out and Shy, I be all on your page screenshot.
Yeah, Shy, your page be off the chain.
Baby, we love Shy page, baby. So if y'all looking for the drama, go to Shy Tamisha Hill's page, honey. Cause all the drama be on her page, honey. I love it.
But that's all I got for tea in these streets, guys. Is there any topic, any tea, any juicy stories that you found on social media? Child, I know we like to lurk. And when we get our reading glasses on, there's no telling what you might stumble upon. So if there's any mess, any gossip, anything y'all want to talk about, leave it in the comments. Baby, I'll show pick it up and we'll talk about it mañana.
All righty.
What you got for me tonight, Queen?
Well, first of all, you looking fabulous, honey.
Why, thank
you. Girl, I want to get my hair. My crown won't let me, girl. I want my hair all up in that Wakandan bun.
Baby, let me tell you about this natural
like this up out of Wakanda, honey. I love it. Girl,
not
Wakanda, girl. You looking good, though, girl.
Thank you, girl. I had to pull this together. This a 15-minute look, baby. I ain't have enough time. I had to pull this thing together. But, baby, can I say you looking real spiffy tonight, Queen? Yeah. I mean, the dress is popping. Yes. The crown is together. Yes. You talk about Wakanda. Is this the bracelet that Okoye had on? Okay, I'm looking for T'Challa.
Well, hello. So my tea is I have some interesting things that's happening in the news.
Okay.
So first of all, if you love Whole Foods and if you love Trader Joe's, you might want to back away from the salad section. So it seems that Trader Joe's and Whole Foods have had an outbreak of listeria and salmonella in their ready-to-eat salads. Yes. So sources say that over nearly 1,800 pounds of ready-to-eat salads have been found to have listeria and salmonella. Mm-hmm. So I actually wrote this down. So you guys, if you have this in your house, get rid of it. So, or I think you can return it. I'm pretty sure that since this is a public health announcement, that they would take it back.
What's going on with this food?
Well, so listeria and the salmonella both are bacteria. Mm-hmm. So I don't know if it's coming from the farm and the water system. I don't know if they're not cleaning it properly, from the factories or wherever they're processing this stuff. Yeah. I don't know if sick people are maybe working in there, or they have rodents that are causing listeria, or different kind of things like that, from feces to pee from the rodents and the cows and chickens and all of this kind of stuff.
So we don't know how listeria like how it gathers.
I mean, it can come from any sources. I read up on it, and it says it's found in chickens, it's found in pigs, it's found in pretty much all the animals. But when you cook your food to the temperature that it's supposed to be cooked to, you can't kill it. But these was ready to eat.
In there, it's right. These animals.
It can be. It can be, and that comes from bad water sources. Now, remember, a lot of these farms now or have all these animals in one contained area. So just think if the pigs or the chickens and all the pigs and stuff are in one contained area, they're pee-peeing and they're boo-booing and they're eating all this stuff that has the boo-boo, and then again they could be ingesting these things, and that's what I believe. When it absorbs, that's what's causing them to have these bacteria.
How y'all got chicken, dogs, cats, and cows on one side and then a damn row of lettuce on this side?
And it's nothing. There are things that mandated. However, I feel that because the world is said to be overpopulating, they're really not paying that much. They're paying attention, but they're not paying enough attention to how a lot of the farms are processing things.
I don't even think it's because of the world is overpopulated. I think that in these times it's all about a dollar. And I don't like to say back in the day, but back in the day, you didn't see a lot of people with cancer. You didn't see a lot of people with, all these different diseases. We had people living to 100 and this and that. People are dying at 20 or not even making it past 30 for the food. So I don't think that it's because they're not paying attention. I think that it's because of the process. How much can we make at one time to triple the profit? And how much can we push out?
That's a good way to look at it. I was telling the people at work, I was like, so I had some grape jelly and I opened the jelly and I forgot to put the jelly in the refrigerator, left the jelly out. The next day it had mold on it. I can remember and a lot of you can remember when we were little and our grandmother canned, because back then they made homemade preserves. That stuff never got refrigerated and I never saw mold in it. If you remember this, please post when grandma made the homemade jams and jellies. That stuff never mold and they never refrigerated. So if you can remember that, post in the comments.
Now let's get back to this ready-to-eat salad. But do you remember when Bluebell had that listeria outbreak not too long ago?
Listeria and mold.
And they had to take all that ice cream off the shelf. I'm just thinking like, I'm just trying to understand, how does it get towards the lettuce? And I think that I'm so disgusted because a lot of you guys know that my mom is a chef, and I mean with a degree, with all of her handles, everything that she needs, certified chef. So she talks to us about cross-contamination, not putting eggs above meat, not putting eggs above stuff in the refrigerator, not putting meat. She gives us the rundown on a lot of different things, and because she is a chef and she gives us that information, I try to be mindful of the way I handle food and the way that I eat food and stuff like that. But when it comes to the ready-to-eat salads, and I'm going to put my head down, I am guilty of being ready to eat.
But I mean, you're not the only one.
I go get them salads, especially from Kroger's. I bust it open, throw me some pickles on top, and I'm ready to eat. And and it's funny that you mentioned that, because a guy at work told me about a week ago, he said, what you had for lunch? I said, I'm eating a salad. And I popped the salad up, and he said, you're not going to rinse it off? And I said, no, I think they wash it off anyway. I looked through it to see, how it's going, because I always put it on a plate. But I said, no, they wash it off. Anytime my mama take lettuce out of the bag from a store, anything, she washes it thoroughly in the sink. But I was saying all that to say, I could have got listeria or anything bacteria-wise from thinking. I think that because it's lettuce, it's also clean, it's ready to go. So that's crazy. So y'all be careful with this food. Don't y'all be eating these shiny ass fruits and all of that stuff too. Let's go and put it all out on the table. Stay away from the salad section. But let me tell you about fruits. Fruits don't naturally shine and sparkle like they do. When you go in the grocery store and you see all that shit up in there twinkling and popping, they are putting some on those fruits.
That's to keep it fresh longer.
And put calcium in your body.
Hint, to keep it fresh longer. So
Whole Foods, y'all are counsel, and I don't trust Whole Foods anyway because
I love Whole Foods. I'm so disappointed.
Go look into Whole Foods in the Monjacento bill, and that the Monjacento bill is the stuff where they approve us. The government approves us being able to eat genetically modified meat and clone fish and clone chickens and all that. Go look and see. Have Whole Foods put some of their money in on the Monjacento bill, and you'll be giving Whole Foods the side eye.
And not only that, there is a certain amount of insecticide that we are actually, that is mandated by the FDA that can be approved that we can actually ingest.
And still call organic.
And still call it organic. So that's why when people say, how do you feel about organic, girl, I flip my head at them and straighten up my crown. Honey, organic ain't your organic.
Okay, and your friends ain't your friends.
And you paying all that money for that extra. Like my boy say, that extra. And you getting extra. Yeah, it's going to end up in the hospital with extra. So these are salads that you, now, so from research, now this actually came from the Whole Foods and the Trader Joe's based out of Houston. But the other cities that have been affected by the listeria outbreak.
Tell us, Queen.
Okay. Tennessee, Texas,
howdy,
Oklahoma City, New Mexico. I'm sorry. I hate you. Louisiana.
The boot.
Colorado.
That's it from the lip.
I ain't gonna fool y'all. So those are the areas that have been affected thus far. So what you're gonna be looking out for: barbecue seasoned white chicken salad, 13 ounce. Don't that sound good? Ooh. Barbecue seasoned white chicken salad, 13
Ain't
ounce.
nothing like a white chicken salad
White.
with a piece of breath on it.
Oh, white.
Okay, what else?
Like that white's on the chicken. That's white.
That white's on the chicken. Let me stop cutting so much. Effing around with that whites on the chicken. I done told y'all about these whites on the pies on my Facebook page. Messing around with that white on this chicken, you're getting listeria.
Okay, so the next one, Trader Joe's. We still on Trader Joe's. Feel fresh chopped salad with grilled white chicken. 10.7 ounces. Woo!
Whites on the chicken. Whites on the chicken.
Okay, but I got a good one though. Mexicali inspired with chili seasoned chicken. 10.7 ounces.
It sounds like it's more the chicken than it's the lettuce.
More the chicken. So here we go. How do you feel about the vegetarian foods though?
By Whole Foods?
By Whole Foods. What do you think about those?
Oh, just vegetarian food, period. Right. I think that being a vegetarian is good for your body, but I feel like with today's food, you just never know. You can be vegan and vegetarian and you're still consuming the same chemicals and the same stuff as the rest of us.
That's right.
Not eating meat is great because I feel like, meat is the cause for a lot of our problems, but I don't feel like just because you're vegetarian, it makes you less susceptible to anything. How do you feel about that?
And I mean, to me, being vegetarian and vegan, eating fresh, raw, because vegans are into all raw, mostly raw vegetables. They eat a lot of raw vegetables. So if you go to a cafeteria or a place and you get raw salads, there could be salmonella. There could be listeria lurking on that because they don't wash it right then. If you're just picking up stuff and eating it. So being vegetarian and being vegan, you're still not out of the loop of getting these kind of bacteria.
Yeah.
All right. So now, we on Trader Joe's. So here's Whole Foods, and here we go again. So the way I'm looking at these are pretty much the same thing. So maybe the base, maybe the big factory where they're getting their distribution from in Houston, that may be what the problem is. Because at Whole Foods, again, we have the barbecue style chopped salad, package, 10 ounces. And then the chicken fajita salad, 10.8 ounces.
Yeah.
So
I think it's the distribution.
It may just be distributor. So now you're more likely to get listeria if you eat ready to eat foods, ready to eat meats such as ready to eat hot dogs, deli food, meat spreads, unpasteurized milk and dairy, soft cheese made with unpasteurized milk such as queso, fresco, feta cheese, which I love, brie, smoked seafoods, and raw sprouts. So yes, you're more likely to get listeria if you eat those things.
So to sum it up, basically, if you don't want to get listeria, have your bowl full of air sandwiches. Have yourself a couple of air sandwiches with a bag of A's, not Lay's, on the side, and wash it down with a good old glass of nothing.
But now they do have spray sanitizer that you can sanitize your foods with, and I talk about that in my class that I teach. You can gently spray your fruits, and there's also a little fruit scrubber that you can use, vinegar and then a little hydrogen peroxide. That'll kind of kill listeria. But if it's foods that you're cooking, like I said, if you cook it to temperature, the 165, which you're supposed to be cooking your foods to anyway, then you have a better chance of killing the listeria bacteria. Now, while we're on the subject of salmonella and listeria, there was a story that my husband was sharing with me. This is not funny, but it's funny, but it's not funny. So, this young man wanted to try something different with girlfriend. And so y'all heard the song Omarion say, "Eat the booty like groceries," where he wanted to try to eat the booty, and he ended up getting E. coli. He, it was fake. Y'all got me posting fake. Well, let's scratch that, because my producer got me posting fake news.
You trying to turn us into media takeout.
Well, that was my fake news for the night. Let's get back to this. Okay, I'll deal with you later, producer.
You ain't getting no groceries.
No, bro. He ain't.
I'll be sure
So ain't getting no damn groceries. I'm gonna sleep with the door open tonight.
That's right. And the covers off.
So now I was talking to one of my coworkers today at work, and he was telling me about the Sam's in Lower Greenville who is going high tech, honey, savvy at the checkout. What does that mean? That means that there's no more checkers in the grocery stores. But just in this particular grocery store for now, I think this may be a trial and error to see what happens. And so if you have a smartphone, you take your smartphone, you download the app to the grocery store. And I'm thinking Sam's are going to try first, so this was said to be a Walmart thing. So you download the groceries, you go to this grocery store, you beep, and it gives you like a spreadsheet, or tell you where to go to get all your stuff. You bring all your stuff to the counter, you go with your phone again, beep, and it charges you, and you pay directly from your phone, and you keep it going. So how do you feel about that? I mean, as far as job security, as far as stealing, I mean, how do you feel about all of that?
That was the first thing that I thought about was job security. I feel like, just like Walmart when they started with this self-checkout is convenient, but it's so inconvenient in a way. But this here, I feel like, there are pros and there are cons to everything. I feel for people who can only work at the supermarket or that's the only job that they can get. Like, let's just say a retired person who can't live off of their Social Security no more, but can't go out and compete with young people in the job market for higher paying jobs. Those are a lot of the people that we see at the grocery stores. And I feel like this country is trying to figure out every way that it can to take the jobs from human and make it all robotic. And that goes back to how much more we can get done. How much more can we push out there? They don't have to pay a robot. They don't have to give a robot a lunch break or insurance or any of those things. So I kind of feel like, they're taking food out of people's mouths and jobs from the everyday person. Now, as far as a convenience stand, I feel like it's definitely convenient for a person like you who is a successful business owner. You do catering, you do parties, you do stuff like that. It kind of do you have to go pick up the stuff, or they go pick it for you?
You go. You can. I mean, I guess whoever has access to your phone, because. And I'm thinking that you may have to. How a lot of times when you have the smartphone apps that you use money with, your phone is locked. So I'm pretty sure you have to go do it, or somebody who has access to your phone.
Oh, so it's like self-checkout.
It's just like self-checkout. But it's just all rows of those things. But I think the neat part about it was the fact that you can I think it's done from your phone. But okay, so let me tell you who I am, right? I am the person who loves to talk to the people in the store. Mm-hmm. I love to talk. I mean, and Kroger's, my favorite store. I'm going to shout out Kroger's on Green Oaks and South Cooper, honey. All them is my people. Shout out to my people at Kroger's and Miss Paula Williams, who always supports us, girl. Yes, honey.
That older lady?
No. Miss Paula is my pretty brown-eyed black honey. And Miss Paula used to always give me them big old turkey legs. I used to go by. She used to make sure I had 2 or 3 turkey legs up, girl.
I don't like talking to you Walmart helpers. Y'all are rude and inconsiderate. And I say, hey, how you doing? And you look like your feet hurt. And I ask you how your day going. And you don't want to say hey to me. And you supposed to greet me first. I can't stand you.
I don't like them either. So, I mean, and maybe that's the reason why Sam's Club and Walmart are going towards these things, because they know that they don't greet us, honey. They must pay them real good, honey, because they going to get their ass whipped with the common person like me.
Walmart needs to worry about having all their lanes open and not keeping me in line for 25 extra minutes after I've spent 40 minutes buying up all of this stuff.
Walmart don't care. You can spend $200 in Walmart and them damn dough greeters still gonna stop you. Soon as they see you walk out with the doggone buggy, they can see you pay for your stuff. And they still, especially this one with them ragged ass braids, that old lady with them big ass eyes up there at this Walmart up here on South Cooper. I'm gonna catch you at the work one day, because I'm sick of you. And she know me when I go in there, she be like, yeah, she go. I'm just so bad, girl, but I don't like you. That's why I go to Kroger's.
Yeah, I go to Kroger's too. So Walmart and Sam's, whatever y'all gonna do with y'all little groceries and stuff like that, ain't gonna have no effect on me, because Walmart don't get my money. Y'all too rude. Y'all don't respect my time, and I just don't. But it was funny because the other day I went to Walmart and the lady that, the little greeter, she was so old. And on my way out the door, I realized she had a line. Now, when have y'all ever seen a line at the going out the door, right? So she got the receipts and she's shaking it. Y'all not making fun of the lady, but she's shaking, and you can tell that the lady receipt she looking at getting mad as hell. We already don't want to stop. You know I'm not finna try to push this past you. Come on now. So she just checking the people receipts, and baby, she adjusted her glasses and I see it, so I know I got one more person in front of me and I'm next. Baby, she gets to my receipt. I said, here you go right here. Here you go right here. Here you go right here.